whole team here at Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows is so deeply saddened, profoundly saddened by this tragic loss.
A local ski patroller lost his life, killed on avalanche duty at Squaw Valley. He has been identified as 42-year-old Joe Zeiches. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sam Shane.
And I'm Christina Janes. He was a member of the Squaw Valley Professional Ski Patrol since 2012. And that's where he was found this morning, killed in what appears to be an accidental explosion. CBS 13's Jennifer McGraw is there with more on this developing story.
The mountain community is absolutely devastated at the loss of a good friend, an expert skier and avalanche patrolman. So much so they closed down the mountain while investigators determine a cause. The majestic mountain normally bustling with skiers. Instead, the lifts were stalled and workers sent home to mourn the loss of a loved one.
All I can tell you is it just didn't feel right to operate the ski resort given the circumstance.
Officials say Joe Zeiches was running avalanche patrol on the Gold Coast Ridge in Squaw Valley, a place he knew well, but something went tragically wrong and a hand charger detonated.
It is kind of unique to have something like this happen.
From roadways to ski resorts, experts in avalanche technology are having to constantly find ways to ensure safety. One of those systems is called Gazix and explodes the snow without having to be present.
If we didn't do that, I would be digging out people either out of their cars.
Thor Dyson is with the Department of Transportation in Nevada and says Gazix allows them to trigger an avalanche from a remote control, never putting someone in harm's way. But Dyson says it may not have been an effective way in this circumstance.
This year, so much snow, we have other areas avalanching away from the Gazix area, which I think is true everywhere. So that's when you need to be mobile.
One of those locations Joe was monitoring this morning. Investigators believe it was the very detonating device used to protect other skiers that ultimately led to his death.
Our patrollers are among the most professional, quite literally, in North America, if not the world. Highly trained, and Joe was considered one of the best of the best.
Joe also leaves behind a wife and infant son. It's more of a mountain of sadness than anything here in Squaw Valley.
Tough for so many. Jennifer, thank you. Ski Patrol and Caltrans use a variety of ways to trigger these controlled avalanches.
One of the most common is military-type guns like howitzers. They fire huge mortar rounds into the snow and they set off slides. Now, they also use hand-set charges like the one used in today's deadly accident. They are like sticks of dynamite that they toss into the snow to set off small avalanches.
They also do ski cutting, where they ski into known avalanche areas and actually knock snow loose to prevent uncontrolled avalanches. And then there is the Gazix system that Jennifer mentioned, which is operated remotely so ski patrollers aren't in harm's way. Now, it's a big tube that sends an explosion of gas out to trigger an avalanche.
Now, this is not the first ski patroller to die in connection with an avalanche. Since 1950, at least 26 of them have died in avalanches in the United States. And overall, California is 8th when it comes to avalanche deaths, with a total of 64 since 1950. Colorado has the most, 275. And over the last 10 years, an average of 27 people have died each year in avalanches in the United States.